Welcome back to chapter 3 of The Case of the Drowned Ledger. This is Uptown Rot. We're gonna try and open this back up probably seconds after last session. Smitty, if you'd like to give us a recap and then take it away with your character description, we'll go around the table.
All right. So, as we left off our previous episode, uh, Silas and Caden were on their way to the hospital to get their wounds tended to, as both of them had caught lead in that fiery exchange in the warehouse. So, uh, Dr. Hedges uh, makes his way there, and he's sitting in the waiting room just trying to get his head around all of this because a lot's happened very quickly. Started off with just a call from his buddy, Detective Hall, asking, "Hey, you want to join in this little situation we got? This young lady can't seem to find her husband, who's dead, and she's looking for a ledger. Sure, this will be fun. I've got nothing going on that day." So we end up at uh, Miss Renshaw's house, and after she leaves, the first thing that happens is these thugs break in to try to rob the place. At this point, I'm going to assume they were after the ledger. Uh, Caden took care of that situation rather quickly. Uh,
Attaboy.
we made our way to the uh, after searching the home office, we made our way to the warehouse for the his office in the uh, uh, dockside district, and that's when things got really crazy. So Dr. Hall's sitting there pondering all this stuff, and here's some of the questions that's mulling through his mind right at the moment. Uh, who were those thugs at the house? Were they just randomly showing up to rob a widow, or did somebody send them there? While we're in the warehouse, we found evidence of this Society of the Drowned Star and this weird mythic symbol. What is this all about?
Let me get
And then,
that symbol up for anybody who missed it. Keep going, Smitty.
all right, once we got our hands on the ledger, we found references to Dr. Talbot, who works with me at the university. He's the head of the archaeology department. What's he got to do with all of this? And then society maven Evelyn Durant. Not only is she mentioned several times in this ledger, many of the crates in the warehouse were addressed to her. When all the shooting broke out, it was obvious some of it was directed at us, but there were actually two groups fighting each other. Who were these guys? What's their involvement? Was this still about the ledger, or was this about something else? And now that I've got this thing hidden in my jacket, what are we to do with this ledger? Do we give it back to the widow? Do we turn it into authorities? Who's the authority? Uh, what about these crates? In one of them, we found this weird gem encrusted idol that looked like a mermaid, and but there were dozens of these crates with this symbol on it, many of them addressed to Evelyn Durant. Um, After all the shooting was done and I was being interrogated, I know my head was out of it. I had a hard time dealing with, but I could swear that this inspector was swigging holy water the whole time he was talking to me. I don't even know what that's about. Then how do we explain to Mrs. Renshaw that her deceased husband is now a puddle of brine and silt on his office floor? And prior to that, he was some kind of watery zombie. And I'm still getting my head around the fact that zombies are real. Uh, and then just to put the cherry on top of this psychotic Sunday, my two buddies are in there getting patched up, and I hope they come through okay.
I like that, Smitty. That was in the form of a monologue, a soliloquy. That was pretty great. Um, so that evening, you guys are getting patched up. I think Silas got a pretty good dose of morphine. If I am I remembering that correctly?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That was administered to me the first dose in the ambulance on the way to the hospital.
Okay. Okay. Uh
Thank you for recording the sessions because I go back and re-listen uh,
yeah.
before we game, so I have the episode a little bit more familiar in my head.
Uh yeah. I'm yeah, those I'm sorry about that. I totally lost my train of thought. Excuse me. Um, so the floor is yours, gentlemen. This is kind of where the case will open up and kind of go, you've got an objective, but there's about several different ways you can tackle it. For the case, what are y'all planning on doing?
All right. I'll step up. So I imagine proceeding from the hospital, Silas's injuries weren't necessarily operating room or surgery,
No.
but they were able to get stitched up uh, with many, many stitches, um, and of course the pain medication. Um, so it was enough where I believe we rolled or were given at the end of the session um, some healing from
Yeah,
the
I'm gonna basically just hand wave for the sake of the case. You guys should be back at full.
full. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. So yeah, I'm gonna say that even though he didn't necessarily have surgery, he is bandaged up across his abdomen and stomach. Got nicked in the arm and in the thigh, because he got that blast from the submachine gun. So um, he would have requested, can I get in the same room with Caden if they keep him here?
What kind of injuries did Paul have?
Um,
I don't remember him getting much.
He got shot in the leg.
Oh, he did,
yeah,
didn't he? Okay. All right.
yeah.
All right. Uh, yeah, no, yeah, I'm gonna say that. Yeah, they they probably don't do surgery on you, like you said, but they'll at least put you in a the same waiting room, as in waiting to be released.
Right.
All right. So is the doctor with us then too, hanging out in the room?
Yeah, I'll join you guys in your recovery room.
Yep.
Visiting hours and whatnot.
Uh-huh.
Hey, all I know is that I could use me a burger and a shot of whiskey,
Yep.
and not necessarily in that order.
Well, guys, I just want to say once again, I'm sorry I sort of fell apart on you there for a minute. Uh, I seriously didn't understand how crazy this was all going to get on us, but I think I've got it together a little better now. I think I'm coming to terms with everything. But what are we going to do with all of this? I mean, uh, you know, again, I know you invited me along to just for some grins and giggles and maybe some archaeological, anthropological expertise, but isn't this a little above our pay grades at this point? Um, you know, I don't know who deals with this kind of thing, but is it us?
Well, I'm gonna do a stage whisper just to you guys. Did you keep the book?
And the doctor looks around, makes sure nobody's paying attention.
I'm gonna throw the party a bone here and say you guys are alone in your recovery room.
All
Okay.
right. Yeah, I made sure I kept it. And just so you guys know the story, I told the chief inspector that we did not find it. I'll be honest with you, I don't know why I did that, but I just got this very bad vibe from him when he was interrogating me. And I decided the less I admitted, the better. So I didn't say anything about undead and people turning into puddles and
Hell
weird
yeah.
Good.
splashes.
That's that was that was
Probably a good
probably
thing.
a good call there, Doc.
And I decided I'd just keep the book with me until I found out what you guys wanted to do.
Well, no, that was excellent thinking because I think even the little bit that we flipped through that damn thing, we all saw names in there that we recognize. So I don't think that the police department necessarily has justice in mind, that they are probably more concerned with covering their own asses.
Well, the one thing I'm certain of, uh, I'm the only one in this town who had never heard of this ledger prior to yesterday. It seems everybody knows about it. Everybody wants it. I seem to be the only one that didn't have a clue it existed. Because, yes, it seems to be the most important piece of property in the city at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, I heard stories about it. You know, um, it was almost like a gambler's fairy tale about getting your name in the ledger. You know, that's a sign of bad luck. That
Uh,
could, especially if someone, needs a stake and that's all their business. But yeah, we try not to talk about that. So as
uh,
far as I'm concerned, Paul's call on what we do with this thing. As far as I'm
yeah,
concerned,
well, I mean, here's, you know, I guess technically, Caden, I mean, I know your first instinct may be to hand it over to the widow, and maybe it is rightfully hers, but I think we need to keep one thing in mind. Everybody that's wound up near this thing gets shot at. So, do we actually want to hand it to her and send her out there to fend for herself?
Not Kat Dennings.
For half a second, I almost went and looked at my notes. We're going, that wasn't her name.
No, that's the actress who plays her.
That's a
Yeah,
sign of a good. That's a sign of a good bookkeeper right there. Wait,
yeah,
hold up.
wait,
The notes
I
change.
don't recognize that.
yeah. I was sitting there going, her name was Clara.
Yeah, there you go.
Not
I was,
Claire. Clara. Gotta get it right.
yeah,
God
I was
damn
like,
it.
They're not ranked. They're grades. God.
Well,
uh, so,
No. Uh.
you
uh
know, I mean, again,
hey.
this is your case. I'm just along as
Well.
a help, but
Right. Well.
I,
Here's the thing. She asked for it, but yeah, everyone's getting shot at, dead, or we have. I'm willing to bet corrupt cops sniffing around when they don't need to sniff around. Because wasn't he like fixated pretty heavy on that damn thing?
no,
uh,
exactly. That's all he wanted to know. The he
yeah.
he he didn't ask me much of anything about how you guys got shot up, what else was going on. I mean, he a cursory question to make it sound like, yeah, I'm here to investigate the shooting. But no, it was very obvious. All he was after was the ledger.
Uh-huh.
He didn't care if the entire city block had been blown up. He wanted to know where the ledger was.
Narrator, something that we
Yo.
needed to figure out. Did my camera survive?
Oh shit. I completely forgot about your oh my God. Uh
Because
Forgot
that
about your camera.
that's going to be a
That's
pivotal point in this scene if it did.
uh
Luck roll?
yeah, I was gonna say make me a luck roll. Uh 2d8 what's your what photography is under what cunning?
I
Photography
think so.
is his under cunning. Roll me 2d8 and try and get under your cunning.
Get under my cunning.
Roll under. You don't want to explode this time.
The one time I wanted to see a one pop up.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I got a 4. My cunning's a 10.
Hell yeah. No, it's a bit damp, but it's still operational.
That's fine. That can be dried out. So yeah, I'll actually reach for my camera. I'm sure it's over there with the rest of my effects. Um,
Hey, one other thing I wanted to mention too is that that ledger, that's also how we found out about this drowned star business.
right,
And we only like flipped through the ledger.
Right.
right. And that symbol was on all of those crates downstairs.
Yeah,
All of them.
that's
Uh,
I didn't get downstairs. I was shot. That's right.
yeah, you didn't go down there.
I didn't go down there, but you told me all about it.
Yeah. Uh, I think once we get out of here, we need to go back to my office. I want to take pictures of every damn page in this thing. I have my own uh, red room for developing said pictures, so we don't have to get these anywhere else. I think once we get that developed and we have our own copies, then we could potentially go to her because it's going to go one of three ways. Either she knows what the hell is going on and is in cahoots with someone and we're going to get fucked. Two, she's going to be in danger. Or three, everything goes perfectly. I'm willing to bet nothing's going to go perfectly, though. So I think we'll hand it back to her after we take pictures.
And and
Basic,
to take that a further step while we're busy developing, and I can help you because that's maybe a skill that someday I would like to learn. But so I can help you, but while we're developing too, then what I think is we should have the doc here pour over the ledger and just be able to read as much as he can because for us, we just flipped through it real quick and just, glanced at it. But if we've got time, maybe he could actually sit down and read it cover to cover.
right? Yeah. Let's do that. And I think when we do give it back to Clara, kind of gauge her reaction and then just kind of tell her the truth that,
Mm.
people got shot, people have been looking for this thing, and see if she either gets if she gets surprised by it and gets like that look of shock, then maybe we can offer assistance. But otherwise, if she kind of takes it with like a stoic face, it's like, all right, what do you really know and how much of our help do you really need?
I don't think that we should mention to her that we saw her dead husband and then had to shoot him and then watched him disintegrate. We might want to
Sorry,
we
I'm not
might
Well,
here. Oh, excuse me.
might
well,
want to just scratch that from the whole narrative
she did
once.
say that she wanted us to find him, so we could say that we found him.
No, we don't
Just
say what like
Yeah.
no,
where
What?
did
no,
that
no, no. Hold on, hold on.
Okay.
We said that we found him. and that he
Yeah.
was dead.
Yeah.
We don't say how we found him. We don't say that he died again with us.
Well,
Isn't
Yeah.
she going to want to bury something?
yeah, isn't she gonna ask where he is then?
What are we going
That's
to
not
do?
our
Enter a
problem.
wet suit?
Well,
That's not what
here's
That's
Hall was
no,
hiding
no.
for.
That's not our problem. We found him dead. Cops showed up to the site.
So we let the cops take all the blame. Okay, I like this plan.
I am fulfilling the request of find the husband, find the ledger. We found
so
the husband, found the ledger.
okay, but then you need to come up now with some details about like how you found him, where you found him, what he looked like.
He was dead in the office. He
Which
was dead.
isn't technically a lie.
He was dead at the office on the docks.
In well, in the office or on the docks? That's two different
That
places in
was
that
the dock
warehouse.
office, though. That was the
Oh,
office on the docks. There was
right,
literally
right.
a
Okay. All
hatch
right.
to the water on the bottom floor.
Yes.
I see what you're saying.
Literally the dock office, not to be confused with the docks office.
And did he have clothes on or was he naked?
Oh no, he had his
No, I'm asking Hall
oh,
to
excuse me.
clarify
I'm
his
not there. I'm
okay,
not there.
I'm just like, and this is where my mind is going like, hey, let's come up with some details that we can agree on now, or at least before we
He
got a
looked
lot to do, you know.
he
We
he
could talk
looked
about
what he
this too.
looked waterlogged, like the story said, and he was dead.
Well, that's
Anything else, you can ask the cops.
that was the truth. He looked
Anything
very
else, you can ask the
waterlogged
cops.
and he looked very dead.
All right.
And let's leave out the fact that I shot him.
Yes.
He was already dead. We didn't have to.
He wasn't moving around. No one needed to shoot him. He didn't try to choke Hall.
Don't know what you're talking about.
That purple bruising around your neck, that's not from a waterlogged zombie.
Nope, nope, nope.
That's his girlfriend. Don't worry about
That
it.
that was from one of the thugs who tried to break into our house.
All right. I like the plan.
Hall, when you're giving it back to her or making those arrangements, I don't know, maybe at some point we ask her straight out, like, what are you going to do with it?
Hmm.
See what she says. I'd like to be around for that conversation.
Well, that's also part of the whole gauging her reaction when we give it back to her,
Right.
and then we can kind of ask questions afterwards.
Okay.
Because I
Let's
mean, there's also the chance that she knows exactly what that ledger is, exactly
yeah,
what's
maybe
in it, and she's been in cahoots with someone for it, and she's going to try to play us all for a couple of chumps. But who knows?
well, I mean, she hired us to get her husband's ledger back, which was his property. We found it. We're returning it to her. We fulfilled a legal contract.
Yep. As long as I get paid, I don't care.
Exactly. So that's what I say. We give it to her and tell her, be careful, but good luck.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get checked out of this hospital. I need a burger.
The burger.
Okay. So, Dr. Hedges, what's the plan? What are you doing with the book?
Well, I'm gonna, like he said, um, basically, I guess, you know, after they get done snapping photos of each page, and they're in the process of developing all those photographs, because I imagine that's going to be a lot of pictures. I'm going to sit down and start going through this thing cover to cover with a detailed reading instead of just
Cursory
cursory
one.
glance through
Okay.
like we did before.
Okay. Where?
Uh,
My office.
yeah,
Your
Caden's
office?
office.
Okay. Uh, we will
Because
reconvene.
my office has the
Black
development
Lab,
room attached to it.
dark,
Yeah,
the dark room. Yeah.
dark room. Yeah.
Is your hot sister secretary still there?
What time is it?
I'll say you guys, well, um let's actually back up. It was in the middle of the fucking night when you guys get to the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
You guys gotta sleep. Uh so
There's
somewhere in there you guys are gonna have to split up,
there's a
sleep.
couple of couches at the office. It's fine. We'll take turns.
All right, all right. So I'll say at ridiculous awful o'clock in the morning, you guys get to the hall office. Um so yeah, no, I guess you probably meet your sister as she's gonna unlock the door in the morning to start the fucking day,
Yeah, pretty much.
the business day,
The fucking business.
the business.
Have I met her before?
Of course, you've been trying to
Yeah.
bang his sister for months. That was like a fixture of the last session, Terry.
I was wondering if I wrote the name down.
I don't
I
think
did
we will.
not.
I don't think we ever gave her a fucking name.
Let's give her a name.
That's a an NPC on the spot that I did not come up with.
Well, we're always gonna try to catch you, so dump the chump.
Yeah. Mike, what's your sister's name?
Let's see. I don't have a damn clue. I didn't think of it either.
Her name is fucking Mabel. Fine. I don't care.
Mabel will work.
Mabel comes in. She opens the fucking door. She starts the coffee and she sees you three gentlemen fucking sprawled out, smelling of alcohol with a weird book on the desk. Uh, and Dr. Hedges with his face on his hands, snoring like a distant thunderstorm. And she walks in on this mess.
And I snore big time.
Yeah.
She finds
I'm
an
probably
endearment about you. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm up already, having a cigarette. I've got my shirt off, but I've got my I've got my bandages, all the bandages wrapped up. So
You know,
You're
girls
when
beat
she
mostly
stars.
covered.
Remember that.
when she uh when she
Great
finally
movie.
sees us, then I'll raise a hand and say, "Morning, Mabel."
Good morning. She gets the fucking coffee going. Uh, she's about half asleep, and she comes over to Hall, and she like pushes him, like trying to wake him up. Caden, smack, smack on the side of the face.
What woman?
Are you and the boys gonna be drinking all day again?
I don't know. We gotta go deal with some shit.
Oh, well, are we open or are we closed today?
We're still on a case.
Oh,
If it's an emergency, write it down. Otherwise, tell them we're busy.
all right. She goes up, she goes to her desk. She goes up to the front door and goes from open back to fucking closed and shuts the blinds.
You wanted a day off anyway.
She goes back to balancing your ledger that is not corrupt and full of eldritch awful. And he leaves you guys be, basically. You guys are kind of, I wouldn't say kind of, you're probably mostly safe here.
Well, at least you got the coffee started.
Hmm.
All right, Caden, let's fix some breakfast. I need some aspirin and lots of coffee. Wake his ass up. Good Lord.
I'd go over and nudge the good doc there.
I come awake with a start, grabbing for the pistol in my jacket, which has no rounds left.
Right.
we we made sure we took the bullets away from him.
Oh no, I fired them all off in the wild
Uh,
back in the office.
I will say though here, Dr. Hedges, you did not sleep well. Uh, that night was full of fitful and not not really comprehensible dreams. There's a vague aquatic theme to your dreams, and there was this almost as this distant melodic quality in your dreamscape that you were drawn to, but so when you try and pursue it, it always seemed to get farther and farther away. Uh, there's images of fish and other marine life that you simply can't really piece all like the meaning together. Maybe it's just one of those weird dreams where instead of um getting a lap dance from your favorite stripper at the strip club on a pile of money, you're getting a strip tease from a pile of money on a stack of uh high school principals. You don't know. It's one of those fucking weird ass dreams. But fish and water and some singing, whatever have you. Uh, but you wake up with that start with a splitting headache.
I'm gonna go over and start pouring out coffee.
All right.
Who,
Yeah,
who needs a mug?
Everyone needs a mug.
Yeah.
everyone need the mug. Yeah.
So, Silas, when you're done with the aspirin, I need them. Uh, what time is it?
It is, oh my God. I see like 5:30 in the morning.
I'm gonna say
Um you probably went to bed and about 15 minutes later she was waking everybody up.
All right.
Or it seemed like you just close your eyes and the alarm went off.
Yeah.
So so how many hours did we actually get then? I'm sorry.
like
Hours?
like
That's funny.
yeah.
Oh, so we actually just got a few minutes of sleep.
Feels like it.
Um,
How far did we get with the photo developing? I mean, did we just take the pictures and we're going to develop it today, or did we actually start on the development process last night?
Mm. Mike, what'd you guys do?
Um.
I guess it's going to come down to how many pages are in this thing,
Yeah, there is that one. Uh.
because that's going to determine how many pictures you're dealing with.
Uh, it's pretty thick. I'd say a couple hundred pages. It's more like a
Yeah.
tome than a ledger.
Which I don't even know how much like your average camera would have held back in the day. It would have been only
Oh,
like. Go ahead.
yeah, no, you're going to go through a mountain of film. There's,
So
Yeah.
so what I'm guessing is that we probably would have ran out of film last night, and Probably had to stop, and we'll have to run to the store and get some today, but maybe we were able to develop what we took last night just to make sure it looked good.
At least have a the foundation of a case, if you will, hard evidence.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's also probably in the very beginning. It probably would have been slow because I probably would have been showing Silas how to operate said camera as well as how to actually take a proper shot. Because yeah,
Yeah.
it's a non-moving static object, but you can still fuck up a shot with it, especially with cameras from that old. Um, so yeah, we probably would shoot until we ran out of film. Have all of the film sitting back in the dark room so it doesn't get ruined, of course. Um, and then I will actually probably send Silas and the doc to go get film while I start to develop the pictures.
I mean, I can go by myself to get film. I think as long as the doc still is pouring through the ledger, that's what we should keep him on track with. But how far have you gotten so far, Doc?
Plus, he's probably going to volunteer your sister to join him on that little expedition.
Oh, she left though, didn't she?
No,
Now
she's
she's
working on his books.
Oh,
yep.
Mabel,
She's just having a day off.
how are you
Yeah.
doing?
Oh my God.
How you doing?
Right.
So I'm going to say pretty much,
Fucking trivia.
in my case, when I got there, they were doing their picture thing. I passed out on the couch. Wake up after all these bad dreams, get some coffee, splash some water in my face, get some aspirin down, and then I'm going to sit down at the desk with my with the ledger and start actually reading it in detail.
So, uh, so coming through the ledger, I'm not going to say it's divided into chapters, but more or less, it goes back several years of uh entries here from just day-to-day bookkeeping to shipments of just mundane shit. Uh, so not anything unheard of for a dock worker to deal with, balancing the books for uh, seafaring merchants and such like. But it's it at points it's not highlighted. It's quite hidden throughout, almost within plain sight, kind of like it's been designed that way. Um, the ledger itself isn't just a recording of smuggling booze or anything like that. It contains coded entries for shipments of exotic contraband from places like the steppe lands on the continent during the Great War, and describes in several entries uh, items or artifacts described as living stone, shipments of this substance called dream wine, or implements made of serpent glass. Uh, these things stick out to you uh, more than anything else, but you do eventually find a pattern to where it seems that Renshaw Miles was, like I said, hiding everything kind of like in the middle of everything else. So maybe it felt on a cursory read like randomly, doesn't make any damn sense, but uh he's coded like with like, and to hide it all in there. And uh towards the back of this book are a list of names. We discovered last session that Silas Mercer is in there, um, and uh, labeled as like in the border, like after Mercer, it's like Silas Mercer dash, and it's like nobody question mark. Um, there's I'm not going to go through several hundred names, but it's the criminal underworld. A catalog, the Sears catalog of the criminal underworld of of Claviset, as well as a couple other cities actually on the continent. Uh, yeah, there's a few mobsters in there. A Snaps Columbo is in there as well. Uh, and going back to the contraband, uh, and E. Durant continues to come up with a uh kind of a chicken scratch, what you kind of think is like a kind of with a crabbed hand, if you will. I want to describe it as like a stick figure of a mermaid. Uh, and with whenever Durant comes up in this ledger in relation to contraband shipments, there's a like that stick figure of a mermaid that it when you first went through, you're like, oh, this it's just a fucking scribble. Like he was trying to get his pen to start working, but with the cursor or more detailed look, and you actually pay attention to this, this scribble is all the same size and it's all the same shape until you keep flipping deeper and deeper and deeper into the book. That scribble, quote unquote, gets more detailed. Where maybe in the beginning it was just a stick figure, towards the middle of the book, maybe that stick figure has curves and hair, and towards the end of this book, that you're like, that's a mermaid. Like that could be a mermaid tattoo. Like maybe he was, I don't know, he's practicing drawing something he saw or whatever. But no, it's starting to come around to uh kind of a directionality to this guy has been dealing with uh people and the weird for quite a few years now. And in the back of the book is a very well drawn symbol of that star that you saw on the crates. I'm going to say it'll take you probably several hours to come to all of that conclusion there. I'm expediting it for you for the sake of your role
All
playing.
right.
Can we assume that he's sharing that with us there, Doc? Or like as we
That
take breaks and stuff?
that's up to Hedges if he's in stuck in his own world there.
Well, have you made it back from your expedition to get the film, or?
Yeah, I just run down to the five and dime store on the corner and pick us up a couple packs of cigarettes, some beef jerky, um, a bag of apples, and all the film that they had.
All right.
You actually buy all of it, Terry?
Well, I mean, I assume that, we're going to need several hundred
Okay.
pictures.
Okay. I don't know how many I guess
Did
stills would be in a pack, but I'll
it,
say you gotta
it
buy a
it's
few dozen.
it's your world. You tell us. So
Uh well, yeah,
if I
sure. I'll assume that there's maybe about 20, 25 in a pack, so I'll say maybe like a dozen of them. Yeah.
yeah,
All right.
yeah,
For a
So,
five and dime store, maybe on hand. Yeah, sure.
I'll take all
so
these.
the uh, so when we get to a break point that I see that they're, I'm not going to interrupt them when they're focused on their developing. I call them over to show them some of the details I find. Hey guys, uh, several interesting points in here. Um, the Again, he had his standard import export smuggling operation that most of this deals with, but there was a lot of entries that dealt with some special shipments, some weird descriptions. But the most interesting thing to me is in the back, we get this catalog of names. It's like a who's who of the uh, criminal and political and social world.
Oh, whoa.
Silas, you're in here. Several other folks.
Can I
That
see that?
Sure. So I show them the entry where it says nobody with a question mark.
Nobody.
Well,
All right.
all right.
No, wait, just hold on now.
Well, Lucky, you got to think of it this way. Put the positive spin on it. That question mark means he hadn't decided yet what you were. And obviously, you had come to his attention, but not enough that he'd investigated you further, which may
Hmm.
be a good thing considering all the stuff we've seen so far.
So just out of curiosity then, Rafe, like
Yep.
if I were to look at the names, do they have like a noted affiliation as associated with the name?
Like how?
Like how they have like the five big crime families in the city, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No,
And
that there is that. Yes.
so then you'd have like maybe somebody who wasn't directly in the family, and but they would have affiliation to a family, like
Oh,
a
yeah. No,
chief of police. Yeah.
it's not like we've all seen the meme where it's basically I think it's The Office, a crazy guy standing in front of a basically a board with the red string
Oh, yeah,
that
yeah.
connects everybody. It's like think that, but like condensed down into a book. Um, but it's not color coded with a red string. But it's thoroughly labeled. Yeah, no, you'll have quite a bit of those, and then there will be a list of what I'm gonna describe as like wild cards and or nobodies that are worth knowing or worth being written down, but not connected to certain individuals. Like
Okay.
like Hall's
Like
in
my
here.
okay.
Yeah. and
And what's
and
he
and a little
does
a
he
little bit scarily detailed in here. Mabel Hall is also written in the fucking notes of Dirty Cops.
huh? I show Caden. Hey, look, you and your sister right there.
Are we both listed as dirty cops or just my sister?
Yeah, both of you. I'll say both of you.
Dirty.
Like fuck you, Miles. I'm glad you're dead.
Right? Hey, Mabel, come here.
And she comes in with her mug of coffee. What's going on?
You know we were regarded as dirty cops. When the fuck were you ever a cop?
I know you're a dirty cop.
I'm a dirty lot of things, but that's beyond the point.
Well, we both know that about you. I don't know. I was never a cop. Uh no. They don't let women be cops, brother of mine.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Pussies.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's
That's just
because we
maybe
have those. That's why they don't let us. She drinks her coffee a little obnoxiously.
Yeah,
And
right.
she's got some bags under her eyes. She's like, "Do you need me for anything, or can I go like take a nap with the checkbook?"
Go go get some sleep.
Okay, cool. Bye. And she just fucking she fucks
bye,
off.
Mabel.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
I was
yeah.
shot last night.
She just thumbs up and leaves the fucking room.
For sure, nobody in Miles' book, and now Mabel just gives you the thumbs up. You are not having a good day.
Sorry, guys. I'll be right back.
Mm. No, uh, yeah. Funnily enough, Dr. Hedges is not fucking in here, but
What?
but Professor Hieronymus Talbot is in here, and he's labeled with that star.
Hmm.
Also, something that jumps out at Mercer specifically uh, is a Captain Narave. You know this bitch. She is an ex naval officer from the war who turned into a smuggler after the Great War. And she's labeled in here with that star with a question mark behind it.
Oh, just as an aside, because I just looked it up. Mabel actually pulled down one of the Murphy beds.
Murphy beds?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, it's a bed that folds up into the wall.
Oh,
It's
okay.
They were created in the 1900s and had a surge in the 1920s.
Yep.
Okay.
They yeah,
Nice,
because you
nice,
could
nice.
you could stack them up into fold them up into the walls, and so that way it was
Get them out of
your
the way.
living room was your bedroom. So
Sweet. That's sick. I don't think I've ever heard that term before. I'll have to look that up later. Cool.
Hmm.
Uh, but yeah, no, if she goes back to bed, she's gonna basically just fucking lounge in like the front area, office, secretary, lobby area. The door's locked and the blinds are closed, so she has privacy.
Hmm.
Um, and the Inspector Caldew has a that star and a question mark next to his name too.
I fucking knew his ass was dirty.
so is it just those two that are labeled with the star and the question mark, and there's other people in there that are just a star?
Yep. The good professor, not our professor, but Professor Talbot has the star labeled next to his name.
Smitty, did you catch that?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, the other two that he mentioned while you were stepped away was that both Inspector Caldon, Caldon,
Caldew.
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 The guy who questioned
I
you
was,
back at the docks.
yeah, I
Yes.
was
Yep.
close. Um, and then also a Captain uh Navarra,
Narave.
Narave. I'm sorry, I spell it phonetically just to see. Uh,
Naravey.
Vey. Okay,
Vey is her last name. There's a space in there.
So it's Nara Vey.
Yes.
got
So
it.
it would be
Okay,
Miss Vey, first name Nara.
Yeah.
Okay.
got it. Okay. I thought Nereve was just the surname. Okay. And
No.
anyways, so this inspector and this captain are both labeled with the star and a question mark.
Yeah.
And they're the only two that have the star and the question mark, but there are plenty of people that have the star.
No, I'm not gonna go through hundreds of names because I
No,
don't
no, no.
care. I'm saying,
No.
yeah,
Yeah.
these are
But
names that you're familiar with that are labeled in such a way.
and you don't seem to be in there anywhere.
No, Dr. Hedges is not in this book.
Yeah. I think I would have recognized my own name in a detailed reading.
Yep. No one gives
That
a
would be the hope
shit about
anyway.
Dr. Hedges.
Yeah, really.
That's not
It's
very
like,
nice. He's not even a nobody.
oh, and then I explained to the doctor what I thought that meant. Like, yeah, nobody. It means I'm neutral. I don't have an affiliation with anybody.
That you
Ah,
think.
That I think that's what that means.
Or just Renshaw's a douchebag.
It could
Or
be
he's a
either way.
douchebag.
You know, I
I'm
mean,
I'm so I'm still wondering why I'm being called a corrupt cop. I don't think I'm corrupt. Dirty
dirt,
sometimes, but not corrupt.
dirty cop.
There's a difference.
Dirty cop. Well, yeah, I would just say we spend the second day finishing up the pictures and the photo developing and resting.
So
Um,
does Hedges try and get a little bit more reading in there?
Yeah, I go back anytime they're not needing the book
Huh.
um, for photography purposes. I can speak that word. Um,
Yep.
I'm going to be combing through it, looking for any details I might have missed, any patterns that might jump out at me now that I've seen things at the end that I can relate to at the beginning. Just anything that'll, you know, he's the good Dr. Hedges is very, as I put down in his initial description, studious.
Oh, good.
And this is his jam, as the kids like to say.
Oh yeah.
So research is what he's all about. So he's got his little notebook out. He's putting together little theories and patterns and ideas as to how things tie together. That's what he's doing.
Okay. First roll of the evening. We're gonna see. Womp womp. Hang on here. Make me an awareness test that is cunning based, of course, and we'll go from there. I want to see if you notice something.
um, Clara gave me her number to contact her, didn't she?
Of course you did.
Also to her friend she was going to.
Oh, yeah, she was gonna go stay with a friend.
Yeah.
Because we still have her house key, so
Oh yeah,
Right.
yeah. We got no, we had gotten the friend's information. I seem to recall
Yeah,
that.
it was Elizabeth. I got it written down.
Good for you.
Mm,
Elizabeth Sheridan was the friend.
Sheridan. There we go. You
Um,
call out to the Sheridan residence in the
was she,
Heights.
was she
uh,
in the book?
is
Oh, fuck yeah. Her and her husband are in the book.
all
Oh
right.
shit.
Do eights explode in this situation, right?
Hell yes, they do.
All right.
Go, Smitty, go.
We need all this information.
Yes, we need this.
All right. So my grand total plus cunning plus awareness is 22.
Oh my God, hell yeah. Mrs. Elizabeth Sheridan and her husband Roger Sheridan are also labeled with that star. There is a section in the book regarding gambling debts, which you really don't come across until Mercer is probably napping on the couch there. And it says Silas Lucky in big fucking quotation marks, Mercer. And it's labeled owes a fucking entity, and it's all fucking scribbled. You can't you can't decipher it. $2,000 for a gambling debt, and Lucky cheats at cards.
And
Uh,
I'm sleeping, right?
yes,
Mm-hmm.
you're like,
Okay.
well, whichever this is fucking fabricated or nonsense. And then double underlined the Red Goose Tavern. I'm gonna say I don't think Dr. Hedges has ever been to Red Goose, but I'll say Hall has, and of course, obviously Mercer has. It's a It's a fucking seedy gambling house.
Ooh,
Yeah. $2,000 debt written
Jesus
in
Christ.
red ink.
Back in that day, that's shit.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That'd be what, like 25K nowadays?
Oh, yeah.
That ain't chump change.
Who had the $2,000 debt?
Silas
Mercer.
did.
Silas?
Me. That's
Yeah,
what they're.
yeah.
Well, I'm not awake, so I can't say anything.
Yeah.
They're insinuating that you fucking cheat at cards and somehow you're lucky.
I'm still unconscious.
Yep. He's not here to give a rebuttal.
Um, so he's sleeping. Uh, hey, Caden, come over here and take a look at this real quick.
All right. Kanan would have just came out of the dark room.
Cool.
He walks over. What's up?
And I show him the parts where the Sheridans are in there,
Hmm.
the Lucky where he cheats at cards and he has the debt, and then the Red Goose Tavern. You ever heard of that place?
Yeah, yeah. Been to the Red Goose before. One of Silas's main watering holes, if I'm not mistaken.
Should we tell him about the rest of this stuff or?
You perk up at your name, Terry, by the way.
But
I heard myself.
coffee. What now?
Uh, it seems you're in the book a little bit more of than we thought.
Now what the hell? Get up and stretch. Show me.
So I show him the entries about him cheating at cards and the $2,000 debt and the reference to the Red Goose Tavern.
The Red Goose Tavern is the only thing in that book there that's not a goddamn lie. I don't owe anybody $2,000 and I've never cheated at cards, although I could. That pisses me off.
I guess so. I guess you're not a nobody, huh?
Is his wife in there?
Clara?
Renshaw's wife? No, yeah. Clara? No. She's not in here at all.
Yeah. So I
That
point that out.
that
with
might
the,
just be biased, though. We don't know that yet.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
point
might
out the
be,
fact,
actually.
um, you know, guys, I just want to make sure we're all on the same page here. A lot of very bad people have that star next to their name. And this Elizabeth Sheridan has the star next to her name. And that's where Mrs. Renshaw went to be safe.
Hmm.
I know.
There's a
So,
there's a knock at the front door, and you hear Mabel in the other room, and she gets up. Just
I'll
a
get
few
it.
moments later, there's a shuffle, and like you get to the front door. Like, well, you get into the front room, and she's like half like composing herself.
I got my pistol behind my back.
Hmm. Okay.
Mabel, I got it. You lay back down.
and what does Silas do in this case?
I'm gonna step out of view and have my gun ready, but I'm not gonna be like visible. I'll just be
All right. So I'm sort of off to the side of Silas, and I pull out my pistol and I go, I don't have any more bullets.
I know.
Pistol whip somebody with it.
So, Hall, you open up the door.
Yeah, yeah. I like crack it open,
all right. I was about to ask how.
Yep, yep, yep.
Uh, okay. You see a smartly dressed man, standing on the stoop, and is this the private investigator Caden Hall's office?
It is. Can I help you?
He doesn't answer, but he hands you a letter.
All right, with my free hand, I'll grab the letter.
He just stands there, puts his hands behind his back, and waits for you to read it.
I'll do the thing where I like tuck the pistol into like the belt of my pants at the small of my back,
Yep,
and I'll
easily accessible.
right, and I'll open the letter.
Okay, okay. It
Is there any
is.
markings on the front or anything,
Oh
or
no,
on the back?
it's a plain manila folder. Not folder, but uh envelope.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'll open it and read it.
Is a an invitation. You are cordially invited to a soiree at 1192 Grains Street in the Heights, which you've never really you've never been there, but you know it's a pretty fucking swanky neighborhood with a lot of fucking rich people up there. Blah 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 blah. Um, and at the bottom of the letter, uh, it's signed. Now, excuse me, before I get there, God, I got too excited here. Blech. God, I love cases. I love noir cases, and I don't do them very well. Excuse me. Um, you're cordially invited to the fucking address and all swanky fucking neighborhood. Blah blah blah. Now, uh, I believe you have something that belongs to me. Bring it. Signed, an E. Durant.
Hmm, okay.
And the messenger uh standing at the door says are we to assume that you will be attending our little soiree?
Yeah, yeah, I'll be there.
That's good because I was also to inform you that should you and your associates uh deny uh Miss Durant's request, he turns back to the man standing in front of his of the car back there. Uh, Snaps would fix the side of your face. Snaps! Wave to Mr. Hall. Mike, wave at yourself. And he just smiles. 7:30 this evening, sir. Do not be a second late.
Very good.
Good day. And he
Good day.
leaves.
Hall will shut the door, promptly grab his lighter, and burn the fucking letter.
All right.
Snaps. What kind of name is that?
That's the name of a man who will gorilla press you and dunk you into a water trough like you were nothing. That
Yep.
is who that is.
Snaps Columbo.
I'm guessing that I would know the name Snaps. That it
Oh, you
would
know the
be
name Columbo.
yeah.
But if we're talking about the same snaps, you're like, oh my God, that snaps? Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Who snaps? And don't you think I need some bullets now?
No, 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 I don't.
So, gentlemen, what do our investigators plan to do?
Gentlemen, surely we're not going. It's obvious they mean the ledger. Are we going to hand it over to him?
Why would we do such a thing?
And
Can,
I mean, obviously, this is more your expertise than mine, Hall, but what are the odds of us actually walking back out of this party?
What does the book say about E. Durant? Can you?
Basically, she's everything.
There are
90%.
no notes on her, but her name is repeated everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, thousands of shipments, all kinds of coded entries. Her name is all through this ledger, more than any other name, more than every other name combined. She is this ledger.
But what the public eye knows of Evelyn Durant is that she's a wealthy lady who
Always gives
lives.
to charity.
Yeah, right. Of course. What do we know about her? She is a glamorous socialite who lives a pretty suspiciously private life. She donates to uh she donates frequently to what is publicized as like seafaring research, nautical research, um environmental things of what would be the equivalent of the 1920s view of such thing like naturalist societies. Uh Basically she's one of the top shareholders of basic what would this in several decades on public TV would be like the National Geographic.
very important.
Old world money.
So, what are you gonna do?
I'm going to finish taking pictures. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, we got to develop those pictures, and then we have to have a way to lock them up. Do you have a safe here?
I do.
Of course he's got a safe.
I
All
have a
right.
couple actually.
A safe that is not safe.
Not for me.
Then I have and then I have a safe in a safe.
Oh shit. Who's the better con man, Carter Tillinghast or Silas Mercer?
I would say Silas because he doesn't have his face all destroyed.
Yeah, right. Eric got kicked in the face with a fucking by a fucking horse. That's pretty crippling. It's pretty crippling. But uh no, let's fast forward a little bit of time here. Uh it's getting closer to the appointed hour. Sometime this afternoon, you've been in that dark room, in and out of that dark room all damn day.
Silas,
Uh
Silas, are you going to take my sister to this? If
Take her
so,
to
you
what?
better.
does Mabel want to be taken by Silas to the fucking party?
Oh, you want? I didn't think that you'd want your sister involved in this. I think that Doc brings up a good point that if we're going to this, and especially if you don't intend of turning over the ledger, this could get hairy.
Don't worry, it'll be fine.
I still need some bullets.
Silas, why didn't you get ammo when you got the film?
That man does not need bullets.
Give him
Thanks,
at
Vinny.
least one, okay?
Oh my God.
He can at least play Russian roulette before he goes to shoot somebody.
All right.
Make him think twice about their life decision, maybe.
That's
Guys,
it's
I know I freaked out when that all went down before, but I've got I think I've got it better together now. I think I can be a little bit more of a contributing member to the team. And
How
I
about
don't like the idea of being unarmed anymore.
I give you some bullets, but you just kind of keep them in your pocket for right now?
So when everything goes crazy, I got to try to load this thing.
How about on the ride over there, you can load that thing? How about that?
I mean, I'm running around with a 22 revolver. I'm not even packing the big heat in this party.
Who's got the, I guess, quote unquote, the biggest gun in the party right now?
I got the Colt.
Yeah, that's yeah, no, you've got a wait. Who had the 1911?
That was
That was me. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, that was
that
you.
was
Oh,
Paul.
okay.
Because
Yeah.
that was my old service firearm.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I've got a little 25, but it's at least an automatic. I get the
Yeah.
3 shots off.
yeah,
Okay.
and that the hand cannon that he found in the safe he gave to the widow.
Well, it was
Instead
engraved
of
with her
giving it
name,
to
so
me,
yeah.
Yeah.
I had to pick up mine from one of the goons that Hall took care of.
Well, see, you earned yours being part of a gunfight.
There you go.
Too bad we didn't pick up on some of those submachine guns that they were blasting the doors with.
I mean, there was one right there and no one picked it up.
I'm sorry, guys. I was more worried about getting you to the ambulance and then trying to smuggle the ledger out without the police arresting me than I
Silas.
was, where was I going to hide a machine gun?
Silas.
Yeah.
The second closet isn't actually a closet.
Shit.
I want to go over to his wall and just kind of look at the craftsmanship of this door.
There you go. What are we all
Is it
right,
like
so
you have a hidden door?
No, I think he was just saying it's not actually going to be a closet up in there.
Yeah,
It's gonna,
no, it's unlocked and everything. It's just technically I have 2 closets, both for work purposes.
Okay. All right.
right.
so we open up one and it's dresses. Whoa.
Yeah.
Hey.
Mabel's got to change somehow.
There you go. Well done. So it's about 6 o'clock. You got an hour and a half before that party. It's a trap.
Of course, it's a trap.
Of course, yes, of course it's a fucking trap. But what are you gonna do?
I got pictures taken at least of everything, right?
Yep.
Good. Not all developed yet, I'm assuming, because the development takes a long ass time.
Yep.
That's fine though. I got pictures of everything.
Yep. Everything that would be at least very case specific.
I of course, because I'm a paranoid shithead, have a safe in the dark room.
Yep.
All of those photos, all that film is going into the safe in the dark room.
Okay.
I will take the ledger from the doctor
And put it in the dark room.
I will rip off the spine.
Oh my God. Oh. Okay.
And then I'm going to take the wastebasket.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to burn the ledger.
No.
As it's burning, I'm going to take a picture of it.
Oh.
And we just totally screwed race adventure.
Okay. All right. No, we're doing this. We're doing this. All right.
She wants back what's hers, right? Well, all that's left is the spine. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh my God. All right. Okay.
And at this point, the doctor just looks at him and then looks over at Silas. Has he gone crazy?
little bit.
Yeah, a
So,
little bit.
yeah, no, this is okay. No, we can do this. We can do this. Snaps comes up with the 1922 Auburn uh painted cherry red actually with
Sounds about right.
an ED kind of emblazoned on the door. Uh and he comes out, opens up the door of the back seat, and he just like a wall stands there leaning against the fucking car across the street ominously.
All right, boys.
Yeah, and it's I assumed we shit shined and shaved. I mean, getting ready for this. So um yeah, new I'm gonna have like some new clothes on.
I'm gonna say probably you guys. I mean, you guys have suits. I mean, you guys aren't like the
Like
credit rating
tuxedos.
ain't that. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, you guys don't have that credit rating, but you
No.
guys dressed up best
that's
you can
that's
for this. Uh, who's
Well,
armed?
the
Who's got bullets? Who doesn't have bullets? And how are we proceeding to the trap?
I'm assuming this other closet had ammunition.
Yes, the other closet had ammunition.
Yeah, there was
Did
a
it have
three.
a bigger gun I could use?
It had a 303 Enfield rifle Mark III. Yeah, no. And you cannot bring that to the fucking no.
I mean, you can. It just,
The
won't end
doctor picks it
well.
up and says, I feel a lot better with this. I feel a lot better with this.
Yeah, right. Okay. You guys all pile into the
hold on a second
uh, uh,
before we
uh,
do that. Hey, Hall, do you can I
Mabel
borrow
also looks up from the desk.
can I borrow that straight edge razor?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna take the straight edge razor
All right.
and fit it into my sock.
Okay. 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 So, then is that all we're gonna do? What is our well, maybe let me back up. Let me ask a different question. What's our weapon loadout look for this?
His Colt and a pair of brass knucks.
Okay.
He goes nice and simple.
Lucky's gonna have his 25 pistol and a shoulder holster. And then he also has a switchblade that he's just gonna carry in his front pocket. Then of course the straight edge razor I just got and that is hidden in a sock.
Well, I guess it's going to be up to these guys if they let me have anything beyond the 22 revolver I'm carrying around.
I don't know. Do you know how to use anything else there, Doc?
Uh, I'm I've shot revolvers. So I mean, that's the most experience I've got. I mean, I'm sure I could handle a semi-automatic pistol, but I don't have a lot of experience with one. But if you have a 38, I'd feel a lot better going snub nose than with this silly thing.
Yeah, he'll go dig around in the gun cabinet and pull out a little snub nose.
Okay.
And there's like one box of bullets left for that thing because I never used the damn thing.
Hmm. Uh, so, once we are accoutered properly and armed accordingly, you guys pile into the back of the Auburn. Snaps does not say a word the entire drive over. But you're like, God, this guy's fucking huge. How the fuck does he get in here? It's like a clown car. Uh, but no, he drives you all the way up into the heights. where I mean, you guys are kind of used to like I don't want to say like common people housing or poor people housing. Well, maybe more Mercer is more familiar with lower income places, but the Heights is there's almost it's almost like you cross a street and the buildings just look nicer. Um, you guys go up the Durant driveway, and there's cars upon cars upon cars here. Nice fucking turnout for this party here. And Snaps gets out, opens up the door. You guys come out, and there's like armed like police here. Like they're patrolling the grounds of the Durant estate. It's the A red flag number one. Why the fuck are there armed police officers here? Uh, a couple of them do have those 303 Enfield rifles. Um, and you guys are kind of ushered inside. One of the guards stops Hall. I'm assuming Hall is actually the one leading us in. And he's like, invitation, please.
I
Holds out
received
his
the
hand.
letter. I received the letter from the messenger.
He just holds out his hand for the invitation.
Left it at the office.
Fucking left it at the off. No, you didn't,
I
Mike. You
I
handed over.
burned it at the
He
office.
burned it.
You burned the
I burned the letter,
invitation.
remember?
I did not catch that shit.
Well, you
Yeah,
told me
Excuse
well you
me.
yeah, you told me it was the letter and I told you I burned it.
Oh my God.
yes, he did.
Oh.
Hmm.
Do you actually tell the guard that?
I told him I left it at the office.
He just kind of gives you this fucking dirty ass look.
Mr. Rant is expecting us. Tell them Mr. Hall is here.
He's like, "Oh, Mr. Hall." He looks past you at your other two companions. Is this all for your party?
Yes.
He just opens up the door for you.
Thank you.
You walk
Invitation
into
my
this big
ass.
foyer. What's that?
Huh?
What'd you say? Is that some
What?
shit talk I hear? That's right.
I said invitation my ass. Like
Yeah.
underneath my breath as I walk past him.
Uh-huh.
Invitation, my ass.
Now, this is an invitation only dinner party, but you guys have a special
We we was special
case.
requested. They weren't going to deny us entry. I know better.
Yeah.
Fair enough, fair enough. Uh, no, you walk into this well lit, very swanky foyer um that's got a big ass mermaid statue, kind of statue fountain type sculpture in the foyer that kind of like it perfumes the air here and kind of gives a that trickling water ambiance. There are people in side groups kind of huddled about conversing quietly. It's just a big fancy dinner party and uh you're going through naturally as you're uh just exploring this place. You've never been to the Durant estate. Uh a waitress, excuse me, a maid. I shouldn't say a waitress, it's not a fucking restaurant. A maid comes by with a tray of champagne flutes, and you three take drinks, unless you're not planning on drinking this evening. Uh,
I
you go
hold
on.
I'll
one, but I don't drink it.
Fair.
I'll take a drink and sip on it. And I say to Hall, I think I might scout around before we get whisked away.
All right.
Are we
And
gonna
I'm going
split the party? Oh,
to turn and start looking for opportunities to insert myself either near or into a conversation. And I'm
oh, I
all
mean,
chest our cat smiling. I mean, I'm in my element. So
okay. Uh, yeah. So, first up, as we're doing that, Hall, what's your objective? You and Hedges, what are you guys doing?
Um, At the moment, I will just walk through the crowd and converse with people who want to converse. I know when the time comes, she's going to come looking for me.
Of course. Okay.
We
Uh,
we know it's a trap. We know that she's going to lead us to where she wants us to be, but I know that she's going to come to us. She's not going to make us go to her. So I'm going to act like I'm just at a party. I'm going to talk and I'm going to joke and I'm going to act like I'm drinking.
Fair. All right. So,
Uh,
oh, what? Sorry, what's going on, Hedges?
yeah, the doctor is basically he's awestruck by all of this. I mean, he barely gets invited to the parties of
The
the
school
senior,
functions, yeah.
yeah, the
Like,
senior school
oh God, we have to
administrators.
invite Hedges.
So it's this is way beyond anything he's never rubbed elbows with these types of people before, and
Okay.
plus he's again extremely concerned about how this is all going to go down. So it is very obvious to anyone who even casually looks at him that he a little bit of a fish out of water to go with the aquatic theme.
Yeah, yeah.
He just absolutely doesn't fit in. He's this is way out of his social experiences.
Okay. Okay.
So he's going to basically follow Hall like a puppy because he doesn't know what else to do.
Fair.
Good.
Okay. You get your fucking ass in trouble, Hedges. God
Keep
damn
keep an eye on him.
Right.
it. So, Mercer, uh, tell me what you're up to.
Okay,
And
the
and
first
I
thing I'm gonna do, what?
no, no, sorry. I'll narrate the party around you.
The first thing I'm gonna do is just make a casual pass through the grounds open to us for the room or the layout of the party. So I'm
There are a lot
looking
of very
for
smartly dressed people and a lot of hot women in here.
okay.
Yeah.
So first of all, I'm noting exits out of this room and also if there's anybody who appears to be security, and I use that word loosely.
Yeah, no, most doors have a guard at them. The police officers of the city, as well as some of what you're going to assume is Durant's, like she has her own security forces. They'll have similar uniforms to law enforcement, but they have swords, like uh small sword, like we're gonna say the the fashion in the late 1700s never fell uh out of popularity where men wore small swords in court. That kind of, at least in this setting, has um more
So
practicality.
like dueling swords, like rapiers and stuff.
Uh well, maybe less rapier and more saber, but yeah.
Okay, interesting.
You can tell that I mean some more ranking law enforcement officers maybe don't have a truncheon on them, but they have a saber. Um, but yeah, no, it's this place is locked up pretty tight. Most doors actually have a guard standing there. Um, the guys with the rifles, excuse me, well, the riflemen were not posted inside, but you can tell everyone has a firearm on them who is security. Uh, you pass by a few individuals in one of the lounge rooms that you're like, that's absolutely a mob family. I know those people. You see Sal Knife Man Marconi in there, and
Fuck that guy.
he's flirting with a redhead in there. No, yeah, you're just like, oh shit, I'm not going in there. Oh fuck. and there isn't a guard at the kitchen. So that's she's got maybe some reason to have her own security forces. Does
So
that answer your question?
the last thing I want to do before I turn it over to to the next one, I'm gonna look for anybody that I recognize that I could at least have a conversation, like somebody that I know conversely or an acquaintance. Is there anybody that I recognize?
Uh, yo, no, you're not a thief. You're a charlatan,
Charlatan.
right?
Yeah.
Did you did you want a contact for this character? We actually never went over these. I know
Well,
uh I know thieves get them for free, but uh
as a gambler, I could see it very well. I
okay.
mean,
Um I'll say you know a guy. He's a local fence. Um you know his name to be Jeremy, but you're pretty fucking sure out of all of the years that you've known this guy, I'll say maybe like I'll roll a die. You guys know this guy for 5 years. Um he is from a the same maybe gypsy ethnic group as you, but his accent is thicker, and you're pretty sure that is a fake fucking name. Um, but he's there, kind of skulking around a bookcase. Sticky Fingers Jerry. Uh, actually, that's his mobster name, Sticky Fingers Jerry. I just came up with that. 100%. Yeah, I know you see Jerry there.
okay, and this is someone that I would feel at least appropriate
You
to
guys know
talk
him.
to.
He says you cheat at cards, but you're pretty sure he's joking.
Okay. So I don't have to do this right now. We can let somebody else go, but I will be approaching Jerry.
Okay. Hall, you and Hedges walk by that same room that has the fucking Marconi mob family in it. Uh, they're enjoying some rather strong wine there. Marconi is still flirting with a busty redhead, in a black dress, but yeah, no, uh, that's that. Basically, you guys are kind of. I'm gonna say you guys are in the same room. I'm not gonna re-narrate everything.
Right.
Or an adjacent room. You're all seeing the same thing.
Uh, yeah, Hall will kind of like take note of who's in there. But yeah, the Marconis will sooner slit your throat than smile at you and give you $1. So,
Yep,
uh, he's not going to go in. He's not. Hall isn't here to start trouble,
yep.
if that makes sense.
It doesn't
But
make
he
sense.
but he knows he's going to start trouble.
Yep, we know you.
So, I mean, like if he goes by the room and like anyone from there like looks over at him, he'll just
Nope. All
give
right.
a nod of the head. Lift 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 his wine flute and take a drink and keep walking.
Yep.
He will
Fucking
look
knife
back at
man Marconi
Hedges,
saw you. Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
He will look back at Hedges though, because he's the doc doesn't know who the fuck anyone here is probably, and he will kind of give him a breakdown of that's the Marconi family, that's the head of the family, and we'll just kind of move on.
No
Hall will
idea who
base
that hot redhead is.
yeah,
I wish I did.
right. Maybe
Yeah,
later
yeah, yeah, yeah.
if I survive,
Yep.
But yeah, no. Most of the time I'll probably like Hedges. I'll be pointing out who people is to Hedges.
Okay.
Um, which I'm assuming the doctor would be like in the back of his head. Oh yeah, he was in the book. That one was in the book. she
Yeah.
was in she was in the book with the star next to her name. Like son of a bitch.
So now, Dr. Hedges, being a cloistered academician, had access to a bunch of fucking names. You're like, all these names don't mean a damn thing to me. I don't know these people. But now Hall is pointing out, well, these people, this is, now you're starting to get faces to names, and might add a little bit more depth to the case. Uh, Hall and Hedges, what are your plans actually besides just lending?
Um,
Because we're
well, I
about to
guess
get waist deep in Mercer's shit right now.
no. I mean, like I said before, honestly, Hall is just going to be, you know, basically blending in because I'm assuming because Hall knows how these things kind of go down. Uh, Shortly after Miss Durant makes her appearance and makes the grand gesture, is probably when it's going to be quote unquote showtime. Uh, though he is keeping an eye out for where she is if she is visible. He's assuming she is not at the moment though.
She is not. You haven't seen her yet.
Yeah. So yeah, no. I mean he's not hiding, but like I said, he's also not drawing attention to himself either.
I mean, you're
Um,
enjoying a swanky party. That's fine.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
I'm a commoner enjoying, the rubbery of the elite, so to speak. So,
right. So, Mercer, uh, circling back down to our charlatan. Let's see if we can get you to flex some of those muscles. Now,
Okay.
you insert yourself into a small group of people. Couple ladies and a gentleman are wearing kind of these ballroom masks, and they are it really isn't that kind of like a theme to them. They're kind of abstract Picasso like dancing masks, if you will. Um, and you walk up as one of the women. I'm going to say the young, the not the younger, the older of the two. Um, and she says with you can tell at least in her tone of voice that behind that mask she's quite blushing quite deeply here. She says he had very large claspers. Last time I saw him, he was very well endowed, and the two girls start giggling. Um, and the man there it says, "Oh, are you going to the retreat tomorrow eve?" And he stops as he notices Mercer says, "Oh, good evening. I Tyler Brandt," and he and offers you his hand. Um, Brandt Import and Export. And you are?
I am Silas Mercer. I'm a gambler by trade.
Oh, are you part of Miss Durant's uh I suppose her party planning committee? She has quite a few interests. She's a very good card player herself. Are
Yes,
you
I
are you part
understand.
of her private group?
She has quite the eclectic taste in friends, we'll say.
Yeah, she's a social butterfly. She quite has that mystique about her, but she loves the sea, strangely enough. But are you here for the other thing?
Well, I understand we shouldn't be speaking of the other thing.
So the younger woman says, "Yeah, I keep hearing the singing coming from the water, and there's there's lights out in the channel. Have you started seeing them too?" She's really fucking hush hush, like,
I
what's going on?
I give her a little wink and I say, I'd be lying if I weren't to say I'm very excited.
She giggles, I mean, a little bit too infectiously as she downs the like she had a full champagne flute. She downs it right there. And she's a little like this bitch is a little bit provocative and she kind of gropes her friend there for a moment. You fucking see this shit. Like these ladies are ready for whatever's coming next. I'm just gonna say that we're starting to we're gonna be
Okay.
on fucking YouTube, but if there's a pre-party to the eyes wide shut dinner party, this is starting to be that vibe.
Okay. All right. So Mercer is like picking up on what they're doing. And so my intent is to try to pry some more information out of them by
Right.
pretending I know what's going on. So
You're gonna be making quite a few deception tests coming up soon, is what
that
I'm hearing.
is that is great. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. But
Uh,
so I'm gonna slip in that mode and say, has anyone let slip what the itinerary is? What's
so
happening next?
So the older woman is just letting this younger woman fucking feel her up at the fucking party. And she kind of like turns in a way so no one's gonna like fucking watching her. But we're gonna go into the ballroom and we're gonna have a light dinner. And then Miss Durant is gonna come down and she's gonna lead us down to the pool room. And that's when the real party's gonna fucking happen. I'm sorry, she doesn't swear. Rafe is a sailor.
Right.
Most of my NPCs don't curse like I do. I apologize. But no, they're and Tyler here is like, oh, so that's how the itinerary is going to go tonight. Because last time she did the ritual first, and then they came out of the water. We went into the star room, and this older woman was like, shh, don't, don't. I'm sorry, Mercer. There's the star room, and that's the ritual room.
Ah.
Are you familiar with the high tide and low tide? Have you spent any time on the water? As again, this younger woman is fucking groping her this entire fucking time.
I have, but it was in the military capacity.
Oh yeah, so all right. So that's basically what's going to happen. But shit, so don't ruin the surprise. There are some people who haven't seen yet.
And so is everybody that's here welcome to the second part?
Mr. Rant, sometimes she chooses newcomers to come and join, but most people are not. I'm guessing because you know that you were invited personally. Is that correct?
That is correct. And he winks at her again.
So, yes. So then you have nothing to worry about. We're just gonna have some wine and have some fish, and we're gonna have a good time in the
That
pool room.
sounds that sounds excellent. All right. I will I will see you in the pool room.
But she kind of gives you one of these as you fucking walk by. You leave,
Yeah.
and
I'm gonna
and
go
as
find Hall.
as you as yeah, right as you turn around, Branch is like, I've never seen the pool room, and then that's the end of that kind of conversation. And so yeah, no, you find Hall and Hedges chatting up these two young ladies, um and uh one of the younger blonde who's kind of like she Hedges, you're pretty sure this young blonde woman is one of your students, but you're not quite sure. Like, because maybe, but and she's like, my favorite fish is a seahorse because the male seahorses are the ones that get pregnant and they carry all the little baby seahorses around, and then Mercer appears.
All right. Um, uh, the trying to play into the conversation. Uh, uh, Actually, my dear, that's a little bit of a misnomer that's commonly believed. The truth of the matter is, the females are the ones that get pregnant, but then they transfer the eggs to the male who carries them to completion.
Is
Not
that how
everybody
that
gets that.
works?
Yes. But a lot of people make that mistake. It's very, very common misconception.
The
She
So
just looks at you fucking like mesmerized. Like it, you're not quite sure if there's alcohol in her or alcohol in you. We have not said anything about if Hedges is drinking, but she's in the mood. This is what I'm gonna say. And
all
might
right.
might be into older guys. We have no idea. But your studious acumen has worked, we're gonna say.
Well,
However
basically, he's been
wholesomely.
walking around with his champagne flute, but he hasn't really been drinking because his past experience over the last day or two is he's waiting for somebody to burst through a wall and start shooting at him again. So that's so
Nice.
the fact that this young lady is discussing something academic is a nice little distraction. He's like, oh, I can get back into my professorial mindset for once instead of waiting for the ambush. Uh,
And she is a horny college student, is all I'm going to say.
Mercer's going to walk up to this conversation, and before Hedges even realizes what's happening, Mercer's going to take his empty glass and give it to Hedges and swap it out for the full champagne glass and take his.
Are you gonna make me a fucking I was about to say a sleight of hand. No, I want you to do this right fucking now. Um we're gonna do burglary. Do that right now. Roll it. I want to see how well you're paying attention or how Hedges is paying attention and how
Okay,
slick you are.
that's a 15.
Hell yeah. Um
yeah,
uh
Hedges doesn't notice crap.
oh hell no. Okay, so basically what we're gonna see is Silas, describe what you're gonna do.
I I see him this awkwardness between him and this young co-ed, and I notice that he's still clutching his champagne that's getting warm. So I'm like, I shrug my shoulders and I walk over and just do the
Switcheroo.
switcheroo and then
Sh-
take the warmer glass of champagne and just walk off and go find Hall.
Hall is actually standing right next to Mercer. Not
We
Mercer,
got to
Hedges.
Caden. We need to talk.
Doc, you gonna be okay?
Uh, Hold
Not
on,
even paying
you're.
attention. Never mind. Go ahead. Yeah, I'll walk a couple steps with Mercer.
Okay, so I kind of inserted myself in this group, two females and a male. They were wearing some type of ballroom type masks that some abstract shit. And I made like I knew what was going on, but I kind of pumped them for information. What it seems like is there's going to be a call to dinner, and then after the dinner's done, then select group of people go to the pool room. And they said, and that's where things get interesting.
Hmm. As a door, or excuse not a door, excuse me, a bell is rung, and there's a little bit of kind of like a ripple goes through the crowd. Some explain, oh, and as some people are starting to go to the fucking dining room.
I'm guessing that's the cue for the fun times to begin.
Yeah, we better keep Hedges close by.
So you guys file in to the dining area. There's multiple tables all throughout the uh about this big room with this nice long banquet table that's got food and a champagne fountain and dishes of caviar. They've got a an enormous shark on this platter that's like 12 feet long, and people are just cutting fillets out of the side of this shark and kind of like almost like hibachi style. They're kind of grilling it and then they're like serving this off to people. uh, Hedges, you kind of attract a small gaggle of young male and female co-eds, and a couple of them actually are some of your students. And they start talking to you about like the next semester coming up, and they're pretty a couple of them, you know them to be good kids, and with the context of why you guys are here, probably not okay with these young, nice children compared to you. This is not safe for them to be here.
Yeah,
So whether or not you want to hold court there, you do see uh, a Professor Talbot across the room, and this is when we actually see Miss Durant. Uh, Durant is speaking with Professor Talbot at the head of this long banquet table, as people are kind of mingling about. Mercer and Hall, since Hedges is kind of, I don't know, maybe a little bit indisposed right now. What's the party's action? What are their plans?
Um, I'll look over at Talbot and Durant. Um, does Durant do we catch eyes by chance or no?
No, she doesn't seem to have noticed you.
Has has any of the security changed what they are doing?
They're paying a closer attention to the people specifically in this room. They kind of treated everyone with a kind of like mild neglect in the foyer or some of the lounge rooms, but in this room specifically, um, there's maybe a little bit more scrutinizing.
Okay. Um, is it assigned seating or is everyone just kind of milling around and finding the spot?
But yeah, everyone's milling around finding a spot.
Okay. Uh, yeah, yeah. I mean, I guess I'll walk around for a little bit, kind of rub elbows a little bit more. Um, as soon as I find three chairs that are close together, I'll have me and Mercer sit down. I assume we'll find the professor when he's good and ready.
Mm.
Um, but
I've been glancing around between the conversation with the students and when I see you guys take seats. Uh, well, enjoy your evening. I'm afraid I have to go rejoin my compatriots. It's nice talking to you. I'll see you in class.
The syllabus assignment at the end of the syllabus is due on Monday at the
don't
beginning of class.
don't do anything stupid or that would do.
Right.
So, Rafe, as we're sitting there and we're just kind of watching the crowd flow,
Hmm.
ebb and flow through the room, and people are looking for seats, I'm gonna study the crowd and see if I see any type of symbol pattern of like anything that might identify a group of people. You know,
Uh,
whether it's something as blatant as the drowned star or if it's, just colors or anything.
mm, I suppose you see the Durant coat of arms kind of throughout. I mean, this is her home, of course. but
Right, but the guests aren't wearing anything that would identify them.
not I don't think in the way that you're describing or what you're wanting. No. No, that's a good question though. There's Are you specifically meaning for the guests?
The guests, yeah.
Uh, Maybe a couple of the wealthy families are kind of wearing their colors, but there's no. Oh, of course there's the various mob families that are kind of dressed similarly, but um, that not there's no repeating pattern really is what I'm
Okay.
trying to say.
All right.
That's a really good question though. Anything else we want from our social chameleon?
Um, no, I'm just kind of like watching the crowd and I'm looking for any signs of foul, funny play, any weirdness with the guards, or I just got a vibe, you know?
Yeah, they're paying a little bit closer attention, like I said, to you all, the not just the party, but the party goers, in this room. Uh, and we'll have maids and butlers come in and out of this room. Um,
Yeah.
you're assuming that there's at least one or two of the doors into this room is like directly to the kitchen because you get that waft of something being cooked back there or prepared. Uh, there's a staircase that kind of wraps up around to the second floor, and there are four armed guards at the bottom of this staircase. Uh, and one officer in a kind of a scarlet excuse me, a coat, not unlike like a like Edwardian military fashion for officers at the time. But he has uh Evelyn Durant's arm wrapped around his as she's like he's escorting her to these various different pods of people and they're conversing and kind of like throughout this Hedges catches Professor Talbot's eye and he fucking double takes Smitty. You know, like he's like, what the fuck? Again, you're not invited to functions because everyone at the academy thinks you're a fucking quack.
Right.
But you're here and he looks away, he looks behind you and fucking blinks. And he's
Yeah.
like, Hedges? And he fucking walks right the fuck up to you, walks by Mercer, by Hall, and give a shit about you guys. He goes, "What are you doing here, old man?" And then he shakes your hand and
Uh, I found myself in the good fortune of uh, getting an invite to this special party. I'll be honest, I'm not used to this kind of situation. Do you come to these regularly?
yes, I've been to many of Miss Durant's soirees. Are you? He fucking leans in. Are you still on that occult nonsense?
Well, I have found a recent fascination with the stars,
Really?
but
Kind of
I let's say I'm expanding my interest at this point in time.
interesting.
I've had several interesting conversations about uh, various aspects to do with sea life. I understand that is something Mr. Rant has also very fascinated in.
She is.
I didn't know that was a subject you were into. You know, well, you and I obviously haven't talked socially much, but I know your capabilities in the archaeology and translating ancient languages uh, precede you. Your accomplishments and publications are very well known.
Oh, nautical and sea topics are it's a curious hobby of mine. And that's going to provoke a an insight roll from you because this guy is a fucking liar.
Insight is a cunning based skill if you don't happen to have any slots in it.
Not uh, no, I don't have insight. Hang on,
You can use it
no,
untrained.
but I'm fairly cunning. So
Quite
uh,
cunning.
oh, but I have to have at least a one in insight to roll for insight, right?
No, you're good. No, you can use it
Okay.
untrained.
All right. Well, just my die rolls and my cunning score, then well, 16.
Oh yeah, no, that yeah, it's a curious hobby. My fat Swedish ass. Yeah. But that is information up to you to interpret.
All right. So I try my best not to react at the moment. Obviously, I'm not used to the poker face skills of Lucky over there, but I'm trying to do my best to fit into the mode of the evening uh, uh, and act like I sort of belong here and understand what's going on when most of the time I actually don't. So,
He
uh,
he lowers his voice, and I know the party is kind of just is kind of right there, because he walked by all of you to get to him, but I'm gonna say, you hear this like only your group can hear this, uh, but Professor Talbot just he pitches his voice, he goes, "Listen, Hedges, whatever you see tonight, keep it to yourself."
I understand.
And if you maintain discretion, you could be invited back.
That sounds like it'd be something to look forward to. And who knows if I impress you with my abilities to be discreet and a member of the party, as we say. Maybe some of the academic functions would be a little bit more inviting.
I'm certain that they could be. And he offers you his hand again for another handshake.
Very good seeing you, Professor.
It was wonderful to see you as well, Hedges. And he
So,
shakes your hand, but you notice that fucking star that was in the fucking ledger that Hall decided to destroy. Um, he's got it. He's got it fucking tattooed on his right wrist. Like as he took your hand, his sleeve came up a little bit, and you saw like
yeah.
four of those prongs. And he's like, "I look forward to seeing your uh abilities and discretion. Have a good night, Hedges." And he leaves you with the party.
And at that point, I turn to Silas and I say, did I do a decent job of sounding like I knew what I was doing?
Yeah, yeah, you did a good job.
Uh, Did you two notice the tattoo on his wrist?
Mm-hmm.
I'll say Mercer did just by angles. Hall, you did not.
Yeah, I saw it. It's that drowned star. He's got some ink.
That was interesting.
Hmm. Hmm.
I did my best to sound like would be one of the opportunistic types to try to benefit from this situation, and tried not to sound terrified.
Oofta.
When when do you think she's going to come ask for it?
What what I'm wondering is if I should slip out with the excuse to use the restroom and separate myself from you guys for a while.
Mm.
Wanting to make
Uh,
a run for it already?
No, I was thinking about doing some exploring, but there is an awful lot of guard presence.
Yeah, yeah. The good doctor immediately reacts. Are you out of your mind? They've got security here, the likes of which I've never seen in my life. I think there's an army in this place.
They didn't even bother to search us.
I don't blame them. We're outgunned 80 to 1. I feel stupid for even asked to having be given one.
It's okay. We'll be okay.
Everything's fine. Yeah, we're fine. Everything's fine.
Luckily, if you want to split off, that's mostly your decision. I think anyone trying to leave this room though is going to get tailed, especially since now that Talbot spoke to the doc.
Huh.
They definitely know where we are, and I'm willing to bet that those guards are going to be beelining for us if we try to do anything. You're welcome to try though.
Another bell is rung as everyone takes their seats. Uh, Maids and butlers are bringing these several courses out to each of the tables, and the champagne is served. Um, Basically, Mike's wet dream of a seafood feast is served. Buckets of caviar are placed on, and I said buckets with a B, uh, on every table and with a fucking ladle. You're going in prawns and seafood of every type and stripe here. Um,
As people are like starting to loosen up and kind of get into the eating and the maneuvers of the table, I'm gonna look for more ink on people's wrist.
make me an insight test.
That I can do. Ooh, okay, so that's a 13, 15 plus 20.
Uh,
20 total.
Hell yeah. So those three people, Brant and the two women that you were speaking to earlier, have an adjacent table here. Uh, and again, this young woman is still groping her older friend here, maybe her lover, her sugar mama or whatever, and she gets a little too handsy. And this older woman's like, "Keep your hands to yourself, you impatient, naughty thing." And she smacks her hand, like because like she tried sticking her hand down her fucking shirt. And this older woman has that tattoo like on the inside of her cleavage, like the inner curve there. Like that was just covered by like the lowness of her dress there. And so you kind of like look around like maybe it's in different places on the body. Uh and there's the red uniformed guard who is possibly Durant's date has it on his wrist when he shook somebody else's hand. It's kind of it sticks out to your eagle eye, like some of the more private people here. And when like if you are pointing out names and faces, the at least Dr. Hedge is going to be like, "Oh, no, I remember that being labeled with a star. That has a star. They have a star. That person, this." Now I'm starting to figure out, well, names, faces, tattoos. Oh shit, there's an inner conspiracy here. And yeah.
Just
So, yes, you
me and my shadow government.
yep. So,
So I'd like to consider another insight. So I'm also going to mark the people who that I can't see a star,
yeah.
and I want to watch them how they interact. And do I feel like they're clueless, or are they scared, or are they honestly enjoying themselves? If I can get a vibe off of
The the tattooed individuals at the party?
no, the ones without with that I can't see a tattoo.
Okay, so you uh there's kind of like this anxious uh there's a lot of nervous giggles like oh, we're about to probably gonna be about to do something bad. Ooh hoo hee hee, we're gonna go do something. But there's also kind of like this sexy undertone to it. Like we're being bad kids, but it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, we're gonna go play Truth or Dare or Doctor or something, that kind of
Yeah.
vibe of that sexual tension.
Yeah. Quite a bit of sexual tension, and a lot of the women in here are maybe a little. Um, I should describe this before when you came in. Yeah, they're provocatively dressed in a formal fashion, but they're a little. They're uh, to say they're amorous is kind of. I mean, I don't know if that's obvious, but they're a little bit more over the top about it when for the 1920s, when gals would probably be stereotypically more subdued. Um,
But more flirtatious.
very, very.
Okay.
Like they
All
like
right.
these chicks know what's coming, but it's like it's okay for me to be bad here. That's the vibe you're getting.
Okay. Yeah, then I just continue to watch for any signs of like something going down, something happening.
Uh and as dinner is beginning to wrap up, there another bell is rung, and these double doors open up on the opposite end of the room, near to that staircase. Um, that now you come to find out, like just above in like the archway has that star pattern there, and the doors open up, and kind of like a low mist of like a sauna comes rolling out of this place, and there's kind of like an excited a shriek kind of like goes over the assemblage here as people are getting up and composing themselves and getting ready for uh the next stage in the evening's events. And uh, Miss Durant, with her escort, appears at your table, and she says to Mr. Hall, "I believe you have something that belongs to me, Mr. Hall, and we'll see you next week."
Ah.
Nice.
Good night, everybody.